I'm Dr. SueAnn Lewine. I live in Fairfax, Virginia. I'm formerly from Pennsylvania. I'm a chiropractor. I practice network spinal analysis. Been a chiropractor for almost 25 years. And I've always been in the holistic perspective, always been alternative. So it's kind of interesting to be around people who are brand new to it and being able to share this experience to people who know nothing about it. I saw several congresspeople today. My congressman wasn't actually on the list, but I saw him last time. I did stop in his office just briefly, spoke to the person who's in charge of healthcare is actually on maternity leave, but I spoke to someone who's kind of taken over, and he was very receptive, very happy to see me, even just popping in without an appointment. He saw me and spoke to me, and I was able to create good rapport. So this morning I first started with Congressman H.O.P.E, also from Virginia. I went with several of my colleagues. And we spoke to Kelly Simpson. We found that there was a lot of reception. I'm trying to even remember that one because it was so long ago. This was a young guy, and this congressman, it's his first term, so they're new to this as we are. They were very receptive to hearing what we had to say about cost-effective and effective treatment for various things. He seemed very open, and his big thing was how do we incentivize, if that's a word, that this perspective. Very collaborative. We really were focused on what can we do to become your trusted ally in this? What can we do to become your resource? And he was very upfront about how we can continue this relationship. We felt very good coming out of that one. From there, we went to see Delegate Eleanor Holmes Norton, one of my favorites. She represents Washington, and of course, those of you who don't know, she doesn't vote in Congress because Washingtonians are not represented in Congress. However, we found her aide, Ty Brown. She was very happy to see us, had no experience whatsoever in holistic or alternative perspective, but was very, very interested. And we were able to present our perspective and our information in a way that she could understand it, and she'd become inspired by it to the point where she might even try it. But we found that they were also she was very receptive. She was very happy to have someone providing this information. We felt very empowered. We felt like we would have a connection with her. One of my colleagues has her practice in Washington. So she would be a point person, and we look forward to continuing that relationship. From there, I actually did go up and see my Congressman Jerry Connolly from Virginia, or his office. And then I went and saw, from Pennsylvania, one of my former congressional districts, I guess that would be. I used to be a constituent, and another guy that's fairly new to Congress. I went with some other colleagues. Another young kid who had no experience with holistic practitioners, but was very, very open to hear what we had to say. He was inspired. He was engaging. He really appreciated our perspective and the time that we came and spent with him. I believe that we've established a rapport that will continue. And then the last meeting, I was fairly lost and came a little bit late to a representative from Maryland, who is, this aide himself is very much into holistic health and very supportive of it. The congressman himself is more about trauma care and supporting of that. We were looking for ways in which we could engage more. We could find more engagement from the congressman in our conversation. And the aide was very helpful in trying to help us with that, giving us suggestions for that. All in all, it was a great day. I felt that all of the aides that we spoke to were receptive. They were all engaged. They were all appreciative of our input. And I think that we would have a long-term relationship with them. It was really great to have an opportunity to provide Voice for Hope as a third. It wasn't just me giving my information. It was representing an organization that has resources and information for them.